FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by. Whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody on this Good Friday. Hope everybody feeling real good. Good love around, good energy around, good vibes around. We got some good content to check out today. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It's a lot going on, man. A lot going on, man. Is it cover-ups? Is it distractions or what? We gonna look into it. I see they made an arrest. They arrested Prince Andrew. Crazy work. I guess Prince Andrew ain't had no allies or something. I don't understand how out of all that information and everything in the e-files. I did see that picture of him though, like sitting over a little girl or something. I don't know what he was doing, but I guess he was arrested. I don't know if it was because of that or what, but I don't know. I guess it's a start, man. Salute to everybody in the building already. Buddha, Felicia, 7 days. Was good. DJ was good. My DJ T-ski. With the good songs, y'all go check her music out, man. Hit that page. Y'all need some production, some good music. Wait for a few more people to fall in, then we'll get started. Now they trying to say that they finna release all the alien files and all the alien disclosure stuff now. I guess they finna try to put a big distraction on the e-files. It's time to move on from the e-files, huh? That's crazy. CC was good. Salute to CC in the building. Yeah, Trump, I guess Trizzy said he finna go ahead and release all the disclosure, all the alien files and all that type of stuff. You know that's gonna take over the spotlight. Ain't nobody even gonna be thinking about them e-files when the alien shit come out. Right. Definitely getting weird. We got a few people in here. Let's go ahead and get it started, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get into this content.
Tonight, a haunted-looking former Prince Andrew released after nearly 12 hours in police custody. Driven away from a police station in eastern England after his unprecedented arrest in the early hours of his 66th birthday. The King's younger brother taken into custody on suspicion of misconduct in public office, while authorities searched his house in Norfolk and his former royal residence near Windsor Castle. Andrew has not been charged with a crime, and authorities have not made public the details of the allegations against him. But his release doesn't mean he's in the clear, and he could still face charges.
Oh, man, this shit probably ain't even got nothing to do with the e-files. They made it seem like he was arrested, showing like the pictures of him in the e-files and all this type of shit, man. This probably ain't got nothing to do with it. That's crazy. Druber was good.
Police tonight saying he is under investigation. It comes weeks after the Justice Department released emails Andrew allegedly sent to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein in 2010.
Oh, okay.
Andrew was serving as a UK trade envoy at the time and appears to have forwarded Epstein British government documents on trade policy. Also in the files, these photos of Andrew kneeling over an unidentified woman. It's not clear why. King Charles was not told in advance about today's arrest, a palace official tells NBC News.
Do you have any reaction to the arrest of your brother, sir?
Your Majesty, how are you feeling after your brother's arrest?
Saying in a statement, I have learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. Has the royal family ever faced a crisis like this before?
Not in modern memory, certainly not in the past 400 years or so.
In fact, the last time a royal was arrested was in 1647, when King Charles I was captured in the English Civil War.
Damn! They said the last time, what, 1647? A royal family member ain't been arrested since the 1600s. Then dog get caught slipping in the E-files, and here you go. It's crazy. Planning Miss Prime was good.
Andrew stepped back from royal duties in 2019, following this interview with the BBC about his relationship with Epstein.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing in his association with Epstein. He denied having ever met Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who said she was forced to have sex with Andrew when she was 17. She died by suicide last year. Today, her family calling the arrest a vindication.
Oh my God, there we go. I know y'all heard that. She accused Prince Andrew of knocking her down, having sex with her when she was 17. Then mysteriously and coincidentally, she committed the S word. They say she took her own life. That shit crazy. All these motherfuckers guilty, man. All of them dirty and nasty and evil, man.
It's a very proud moment for us.
Andrew was stripped of his royal titles last year as Giuffre's posthumous memoir was published. Back in the U.S., some of the highest profile names are also under scrutiny. Bill Gates is skipping an AI summit in India as questions swirl over his ties to Epstein. And Casey Wasserman, the chair of the 2028 Olympics, is facing calls to resign and selling his talent agency because of his links to Ghislaine Maxwell. Neither man has been accused of criminal wrongdoing. Andrew's arrest today, the latest chapter in his long fall from grace and the international fallout from the Epstein files.
Damn.
And Raf joins us live from Buckingham Palace tonight. Raf, could the former prince face prison time?
Potentially, Tom, yes. Misconduct in public office is a serious offense. In the most extreme cases, it can lead to life imprisonment. That doesn't seem likely here, and it could still be weeks before prosecutors make a final decision on whether or not to bring charges. Tom.
Man, for them to arrest Prince Andrew, he must ain't got no clout. He ain't got no pull over there in the royal family. They ain't arrested nobody in the royal family since the 1600s. And I know he was in the E-files and he sent a couple emails and they got pictures of him kneeling over that girl. They don't know what was going on and all this type of shit and everything. But I'm saying they so connected. Like, why is he, if this is the case, if he did get arrested for the E-files, like, why just him? Like, all these people, all these names popping up in the E-files and all this crazy shit. He get arrested, right? And it's on his birthday. He ain't got no pull, man. They must don't. The royal family they must be tired of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew must be doing a lot of bullshit or something over there, man.
Raf Sanchez for us. Raf, thank you.
Prince Andrew is the first royal to be arrested in 400 years. Oh my God. Holy shit. Wow. Well, I mean, that's pretty big. And yeah.
Yeah, everybody laughing. Planet Max, what up?
Did you ever spend time with Epstein and Donald Trump?
Together?
Yes.
I would answer this question accurately. I would go to some of the Victoria's Secret fashion shows because it's very important to the brand. At some of the fashion shows, Jeffrey was there and some Trump was there. And I remember, because Trump would always introduce himself to me. And I always thought it was kind of odd that he was at the fashion show because he had nothing to do with fashion.
So billionaire.
Cap, I'm getting a lot of, just off of him talking, it just don't seem like seem like he had something to hide. Took him a long time to answer that. Got quiet. He on some bullshit. I could see right through him. He look like an old evil slime ball. Baby Case was good.
Leslie Wexner just spilled the tea on the Rothschilds, on Jeff Bezos, and on Google in relation to Jeffrey Epstein. His lawyer then steps in and whispers, "I will unalive you unless you keep your answers under 5 words."
Doing personal work for the Rothschild family in France. Well, specifically, I talked to Ellie de Rothschild, since I mentioned that earlier. So he represented their whole families and a whole bunch of people. I mean, most of them I never would have met, but I knew Ellie. He would say, like, I'm providing financial advice to the founders of Google. I'm providing financial advice to Jeff Bezos.
I heard it too. He said, "I will fucking kill you if you answer the question in more than 5 words."
Answer the question. Okay.
Be done. Answer another question in more than 5 words, okay?
Damn. He told that old motherfucker, he said, "I will fucking kill you if you answer another fucking question in more than 5 words, okay?" That's crazy work. And he got caught on the hot mic. That's crazy.
Answer the question. Okay.
Be done. Answer another question in more than 5 words, okay?
A well-educated black has a tremendous advantage over a well-educated white in terms of the job market. And I think sometimes a black may think that they don't really have the advantage or this or that, but in actuality, today, currently, it's a great, I've said on occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today. That if he could be reborn or reincarnated, he want to come back as an educated black. Because we start out, I mean, Brian, I didn't believe he said that. I mean, it's crazy.
Trizzy said he'd come back an educated black person. That was the old Trizzy.
I want you to pay very close attention to the way Biden is walking through the sand here. Just keep notes in your mind how his back is, stiffness, the way he walks. And of course, he is elderly, right? At least officially. But you know how in the information that's been released in the last few weeks, there's a bit of a discussion about him? Well, check out...
Oh, man. Zombie Joe, man. Zombie Sleepy Joe, man. Is Sleepy Joe still alive? Sleepy Joe still alive, ain't he? They ain't like announced no. Yeah, Sleepy Joe still out here sleeping.
The comparison to a literal robot.
Wow.
Notice the stiffness. I'm not saying, of course, he's not a... I'm thinking that he's a... No, I'm just showing you. It's crazy that this robot can like perfectly mimic and look like the way Biden walks. Like
That's
maybe
crazy.
they designed it after him or something because it's just such a iconic frame and stature. Is this a little bit too crazy or not?
You guys, I'm shaking right now, but I think they switched him out.
Mad Pax, what up?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Morticians confirmed the photos of Epstein's body were actually him alive, not deceased.
Ooh. So the morticians confirmed that the pictures of Epstein's body was of him alive and not deceased. Man, it's so much evidence, so much support towards him being alive with all this stuff coming out. even with these emails, this right here, you guys, I am shaking right now, but I think they switched him out. Like, even that other witness said he thought that they came and took him out and everything. Like, Epstein's still out here, y'all. He probably watching the stream right now. He probably watching these streams and sitting back smiling. I don't think he gone.
Yeah, do you remember whenever people said that, like Epstein didn't kill himself? Now they're saying Epstein's not even dead. He could be watching the stream right now.
Right.
Yep, think about that. Jeffrey Epstein could be watching this stream at this very moment.
Damn.
Hi, Jeff. Oh, my God. Well, there it is, guys. Things are just going absolutely fucking insane. Jeff done fucked up. It was all.
Hold on, guys. The Epstein files are getting way too much attention. Cue the psyop.
It's been 2 weeks since.
Wait, no, not that one. It's not working. Plan B, aliens.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
So that was President Barack Obama a few days ago, and today rumors are swirling that Trump is going to make a speech about aliens. Watch this.
Round that I think he's actually said, I think my father-in-law has actually said it, that there is some speech that he has that I guess at the right time, and I don't know when the right time is, he's going to break out and talk about, and it has to do with maybe some sort of extraterrestrial life, so to speak.
If there's anything we've learned from the files, it's that they're all in on it. People on the left and the right. So it makes sense that these elites would be working together to make sure they're distracting you from it. Allegedly. But don't listen to me. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
I think this is probably like a psyop or a distraction from the files, because the timing of it is just it's too convenient how the timing is right now. Now they finna release it. It's crazy because I seen somebody talking about this though. They said like when the E-files just came out not too long ago, they said this was the big disclosure. They said all this stuff was the big disclosure. They said everything's finna get exposed now and everything. So maybe that person was right. I don't remember who video it was, but I remember somebody saying that. So maybe they was right. Maybe that's what we finna get now. Mike was good. Christy was good. Salute. Rah-rah was good.
We've got this from Newsweek. Trump is going to announce aliens are real. Newsweek, I love this. You know, it's a slow news day. Newsweek ran this as their second lead article. Trump UFO announcement rumors persist online, what we know. And I'm going to stress this. Instead of starting off the article with, there is no evidence to suggest this is true, this is an online rumor with no basis, they started by saying, rumors that President Donald Trump is planning a major speech about unidentified flying objects has been growing online since claims published in early February suggested a major revelation may be imminent. Mark Christopher Lee, a British writer, filmmaker, and ufologist, said in a Monday email in part to Newsweek, quote, a Washington insider I have known personally and conducted business with has repeatedly affirmed that President Trump has prepared a historic speech acknowledging extraterrestrial visitation and the existence of recovered non-human materials and craft. Newsweek has not verified the claims. So here's the trick. The way they format their news articles makes you get all excited and hot and bothered. And then you got to scroll way down to where it says it's probably not true. The unnamed source is saying this and this. There's no evidence to this. There's no evidence of a planned speech, all at the bottom of the article. But hold on. This story has persisted for some time. Take a look at this from TMZ. Trump knows about extraterrestrial life forms, says the Age of Disclosure director, November 2025. Obama, being jealous, says aliens are real. You guys saw this. Washington Post reporting aliens are real, Obama says, as Washington shrugs. The former president.
He said Obama being jealous, said aliens are real, man. Oh my God, man. This shit is a fucking show, man. This is a reality show, y'all. We in, man. This is so funny, man. They need to stop it, man. Big Ant, what's good, fam?
It appeared to confirm decades-old conspiracy theories, but then he walked back his podcast comments. Here's the funniest thing. A former president of the United States went on a big podcast and said aliens are real, and no one cared. No one cared. This is the test, the trial balloon, to where now they actually could announce aliens are real. And people will be like, yeah, we get it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, well, this has been something that's been brewing for a couple of years now, right? Like ever since they stopped calling them UFOs and started calling them UAPs, there were people that were saying, well, you know, that there are UAPs, and the government saying there are UAPs, and you know,
can we just get to the real story already? Can we the real conspiracy?
What?
You know why Obama said on that show that aliens are real, right?
He wanted to get good odds on the Kalshi betting markets?
No.
Truth maxing?
No. It's because the cabal deep state called him up before the show and said, this Epstein stuff is really, really bad. Please say something to distract people from it.
It's annoying that you're being sarcastic, but it probably is. It probably is. Okay, good. I mean, like, they're going to roll out the fake alien invasion when they need it the most, and they probably do feel a lot of heat right now.
I mean, I would love to hear the justification. Like, I would love to know the information that they say, hey, you know, we're going to announce that there are aliens. I would love to hear how they got here, because as of right now, all the science that we know says that you can't travel.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Right now would be a perfect time for them to go ahead and do their little Project Bluebeam shit, whatever they want to do right now. That'd be the perfect, convenient time for them to do it right now. If they ramp that up right now and everything, like they said, in about a week, in a few days, all this Epstein, E-Files, library, all this stuff, this should be swept under the rug where nobody even be thinking about it no more. The alien talks will be all over the world, everywhere, all the podcasts, all the content creators. It's aliens. We got aliens showing up. And especially if they do like a little Project Bluebeam thing where they do like some fake shit in the sky or something. Oh, man. It's going to take over. But we ain't going for the okie doke, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it rolling, man. It's crazy.
Just stop eating pork or eating animals. Bro, look at this video. Dude. Straight decapitation. Oh, and the squeal goes stupid. Alright, one more for the overkill. Yo. This is educational purposes right here. This is like, look at that innocent pig. Yo. Nah, dude. We gotta stop eating these animals, dude. We all gotta start eating plants or something.
That's crazy work.
The Draconan race is probably the most misunderstood. I have witnessed a deep respect for this race. The Andromedans consider the Draconans the ultimate warriors. Not in a positive sense. In a negative sense. The Draconans are the oldest reptilian race in our universe. Their forefathers, somewhere in our most ancient past, came to our universe from another separate universe and or reality. When this actually occurred, no one really knows. The Andromedans have said that the Draconans themselves aren't real clear how and when they themselves got here. But what is interesting is that they declare and teach to their masses that they were in this universe first, before human beings, and that they are heirs to this universe, and as such, all of them are royalty. They are disgusted why all the human races don't recognize this claim as true. But nonetheless, they don't debate the issue with them either. They have colonized many star systems, and they have created many races by genetically altering the life forms that they encounter. The most densely populated area of the subraces of the Draconans is in the constellation of Orion, which is a huge star system that has millions of stars in it, which are suns, which have solar systems around them, and Rigel, and also the star system known as Capella. Here lies a very dangerous part of the universe for human beings. The mindset or consciousness of the majority of these races in this region is service to self, and as such, they are always subverting and invading and manipulating less advanced races and using their technology for control and domination.
Important. They talking about they discussed it with him. That's what he said. He said that the Cronians said they discussed it with humans because we don't recognize them as the royal race and a royalty and whatever. Well, if y'all want to be recognized as royalty or whatever, like y'all created us and y'all was here first and all that type of shit, whatever, reveal yourself. Why y'all walking around on this planet all hiding and shape shifting and acting like y'all regular human beings and everything when y'all want to be recognized as royalty and everything? Like, reveal your motherfucking self. Maybe you'll get a little bit more respect. You walking around in disguise. I know they out here. They out here for sure. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only, though.
Point, and the disturbing one, is that he saw slave labor on the moon, and the people who were directing it were these tall Nordic-looking fellows, one of whom could see Swan. And this has been reported by other remote viewers, where sometimes when they're sent to a target, whether it's a contemporaneous target or whether it's some event in the past, they're witnessed by whoever's there, right, as if like they're a ghost, and those people are seeing a ghost.
Yeah.
Well, this Nordic on the dark side of the moon saw Swan, and he got the distinct impression like the guy was telling him telepathically, why the fuck are you here? You don't belong here.
Right.
Get out of here. After Swan was sent, we kept sending people to the moon, remote viewers. And we distinctly got the message from these guys on the moon, do not keep sending people here. This is off limits. And we didn't listen to them. And the last viewer that we sent up there, his soul is trapped on the moon. His body is in a coma in a special medical facility run by the CIA. And his family has been given like medical compensation or whatever. They told him, like, they told his family that the guy had died in the line of duty or whatever. And he's been held in stasis for years and years as they wait for his soul to come back from the moon.
Damn.
Where apparently there's the capacity to lure and trap somebody's consciousness, which they finally did to one of these CIA remote viewers after repeatedly telling them not to surveil whatever's going on up there.
That's crazy, man. A remote viewer witnessed slave labor on the moon. Soul captured and held by Nordic being. What y'all think about that? Y'all think that's a possibility? Y'all think something going on that moon like that?
And not to surveil whatever's going on up there.
I did see that one movie. What's that one movie I saw, man? It's like a cartoon. When it was basically showing like that, like when the soul, like when you transition or pass away or whatever, and like some of the people was going to the light, some was going to the dark. I think it's called Soul. It's like an animated little movie or whatever. It was good too, but it's cool.
We have people in the United States of America that breed children in order to sell them. And when they are sold, they come without birth certificates, which means it's easier to kill them and have no one ask where they are. We're also importing children by the plane load. Again, children who have no documentation. It's not just child slavery or child sex abuse. It's also child torture, because you have adrenalized blood. You have the whole blood drinking ceremony of the satanic world. It's also the use of children for harvesting body organs. We'll have the Falun Gong testimony tomorrow. One of the reasons that the Falun Gong are so popular is because they're so healthy, so that you can harvest their body organs and get the very best.
Hey, it's crazy because all these people speaking about all this stuff going on with the children and the alleged stuff going on with the blood drinking and all this type of stuff, like it's not more than, it's not one person talking, it's like it's more than one. It's a whole bunch of people that's been speaking up on this for a minute now, for some time. So, and then all the stuff that came out in the e-files and the library and everything, like, for a while, even me, I thought, I couldn't really couldn't really process that, or you know what I'm saying, comprehend that, like process that in my brain. Like, yeah, hell no, they ain't doing that to no babies and everything. But now I see it different. Everybody ain't talking about this shit for no reason, ain't just making up stuff and everything. Like this was really going on in some of these circles that we not welcomed in.
And then you have ritual ceremonies and ritual murder, as well as incidental murder. But I know the system. I've been a spy all over the world. I have created the Marine Corps Intelligence Command. I have trained intelligence and law enforcement representatives, over 8,000 of them from across 66 countries. They're all, without exception, good people trapped in a bad system. And one of the most wonderful things that this court could achieve, now that we've had Pizzagate, for example, which opened people's mind, is we could achieve an opening of the public mind and an absolute imperative from the public to governments, including the U.S. government, which I think is the center of gravity in so many ways. I have found in my research and preparation for this court and all of the work that will follow that most organizations that end up being used to prey on children, Oxfam is a recent example, all of the United Nations organizations, the Boy Scouts of America, all of the child services agencies across the United States of America, they did not start out as organizations to prey on children, but they attract pedophiles. And ultimately, pedophiles end up rising in the ranks and controlling those organizations. Wow. So that an organization that initially started out in the service of children becomes an organization that is in fact hunting children. And one
it explains a lot about CPS too. Think about CPS and all that type of shit. He just hit it right down the mark. Like some of these PDF files work their way up the ranks, acting like they good people and genuine people and good and get up in the ranks and get to changing things and doing shit under the cover.
One of our distinguished commissioners has written an absolutely wonderful book called Child Hunters, which I recommend to all of you as a brief on this. Now, it's not my working assumption, but the working assumption yet to be proven that the totality of the children disappearing worldwide is toward 8 million people, toward 8 million children. In the United States of America, the acknowledged number, not counting the children being bred without birth certificates, not counting the children being imported without documentation, is between 600 and 800,000 a year. Now imagine Africa and East Asia and all these other locations. I personally believe that the number we want to try to document is rising well beyond the official figures, and we have yet to learn what the actual number is. Okay? The other working assumption is how long do these children survive within this system? What I am hearing from the witnesses that I've talked to is 2 years. It may be longer. It may be 4 years. It may be 6 years. But by and large, these children are so abused. I mean, we're talking rapes by the hour and so forth, that they reach their expiration date within 2 years. And then they're murdered with impunity, or they're ritually murdered if that's what.
Yo, take a look at this. This is for my OG conspiracy theorist right here, guys. This is no other than Robert David Steele Jr. What a legend this guy is. Rest in peace. This guy was a guest on Alex Jones and
damn. So you mean to tell me he was just talking about all that stuff with the kids and everything, and then he lost his life? I wonder how he lost his life. They probably gonna say he did it to himself. That's crazy. This the same dude who was just talking.
he did an interview in 2017, and he is known for the conspiracy of that he claimed NASA holds a colony on Mars populated by human slaves who were kidnapped as children and sent to that planet, Mars. Talking about these people right here. My goodness, guys, what a claim. What a claim. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Earth does not currently have any
They wiped his nose after he was talking about all that. That's crazy. Candy was good.
ability to stop asteroids. Now with Starship, that we then have some ability to stop an asteroid. Actually, technically, a comet would be the real danger, because there are billions, if not more than billions, maybe trillions of objects that are in the outer solar system. Some of them with they're very long period comets. An example that most people are probably aware of is Halley's Comet. So I forget the exact periodicity, but it's slightly under once per century that Halley's Comet comes by. So
look at Elon's shirt, y'all. Occupy Mars. You know he did that deliberately. That's crazy. Emerson, you said I read it. It's 22,000 a day globally. Wow. Man, that's crazy, man. Salute to Emerson in the chat.
there are probably many objects, many comets that have very long periods that we simply don't know exist. And for example, the comet Shoemaker-Levy, when that hit Jupiter, it made a hole in Jupiter the size of Earth. So if that did hit Earth, it's game over. Everything's dead. So, anyways, there's always some risk of such a thing occurring. The probable lifespan of life is just much greater if we're a multi-planet and ultimately multi-stellar civilization.
So Phil, that shit crazy. Hey Candy, you said when are we going to do something? Because I'm sick of them. I'm sick of their ass too. And I want to do something. I wish we could get some type of organization where all of us can get on one accord to do some type of resistance activity or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could be. Only thing I do know is if they find out that we are organizing something of this faction where we're trying to go against them and do something or be resistance and everything, they gonna make it hard on us. They definitely gonna do that. It's gonna be some obstacles and some roadblocks for sure. They go get to doing shit like if we get the forming on this channel or something, they go do something. They might cut us off or something. I don't know, but you know they gonna get the hating. It's like you gotta like secretly organize it and get it going. I don't know how or where we can start or what, but we definitely should. I'm with you on that. Something got to be done. If not, it's like shit. We just gonna be sheep for them. We finna just follow what they got going on, and we gotta follow orders, follow their system, be locked in their system.
The game these boys playing. They rigging the game with black magic, Cam. I know this for a fact. They rigging the game, man. They making these sacrifices to these whatever they are. We see people in Congress coming out and say, "Oh, it's not aliens, it's extra dimensionals." And you see Hillary Clinton filing FOIA to get the location of Gilgamesh's tomb. This stuff is supposed to be fake. Gilgamesh is a fallen angel, which would make him, what, a demon? Why is he filing FOIA requests for his burial site? And they found the burial site. You know, BBC came out with this story years ago with the actual footage from this place. And everything they told us was fake has turned out to be true.
U.S. minimum wage. Right now it's $7.50. So between now and 1990, the minimum wage has just about doubled. And then now what's the average cost of a home? Is $500,000. So basically, while housing prices have increased, 4 or 5 times, the minimum wage has only doubled. So until we have people that are willing to solve that problem, I don't think we should show up.
See, that type of shit right there. They just keeping it stuck in his system. Like, how the fuck, with all this inflation and everything, like, minimum wage supposed to been went up a few times. It only has doubled since he said, I think he said, what, 1990 or one of them years. I don't know what year exactly he said, but it only doubled. Minimum wage is only $7.50. I thought minimum wage was a little bit more. It was more. I think out here in Vegas, like minimum wage or something was like, I thought I seen something. It was like about $12 or something. I don't know. It's still low. To live in this motherfucker economy, you got to be making about $25, $30 an hour, man. That got to be the minimum wage. Shit crazy, man. Then with all this AI and robots and stuff coming, it's getting tough. Hey, I'm on it though, DJ. I'm on it, DJ. I'm gonna let my brain work a few days. I'm gonna come up with some type of idea or something, man. At least so we can get some type of vibration and some energy going towards that direction, so we can come up with something, man. Get a group, grow us a group, get us going, and do something. Try to do something to make a change. This shit is crazy, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep that algorithm jumping. Just keep it rolling.
This was like a day ago in Germany. Whoa! What is that?
That look crazy.
I've actually never seen anything like that before. I thought it was going to be kind of whack. Wait, is that a Miller Lite hat in Germany? I did not expect to see that. All right.
I don't know if that's Germany, fam. The way my man Boots was looking, they might have been in Mexico or something.
That is very odd. I was going to say it's like a spotlight for like an event, but I've never seen that for like a movie premiere.
That's crazy. Gervais, what up, fam?
These guys may have gotten abducted. I'm not going to lie.
Now they done found a dead body tied up on a tree with a rope around their neck at Fair Oaks Park out here in Marietta. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on out here, but right now the identity of the person not identified. The police acting weird. They not really telling us nothing. Yeah, it's just a lot going on out here, y'all. I don't even know what the fuck to say. Like what the fuck? Where a black man was just hung in the trees, found dead with a rope around his neck. What's your first thoughts?
Being from Marietta, it's unacceptable. I feel like the community of Marietta was moving in a great direction the past couple of years. We just became the #1 digital city in the state of Georgia. It's Black History Month. I just don't get it. It's a shame, and it's just bad.
How did you find out about what's going on?
That's crazy, man. And this ain't even on like mainstream news or none of that. Like, they don't even talk about this type of stuff. If it wasn't for TikTok, we would never knew somebody was hung down there in Marietta. And a few days ago, Black History Month. That shit crazy. Christopher was good. It's crazy. I used to stay down in Georgia, and I stayed in Marietta, Cobb County. You know what I'm saying? I stayed out there off Cumberland Boulevard, man, and I'll be the first. That was a long time ago, but it definitely was like some racist issues going on in that area for real. Like ever since I moved away from there, I used to get pulled over, all type of stuff out there. Like, it was a lot going on. So it's like I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked.
I woke up getting dressed for work, and I got on Facebook, and I seen one of my friends had posted it was a hanging closer to where I live. So I was on my way to work, and I said, let me just go by here and see. I normally don't. I do the same thing you do. I normally don't promote. Not saying you do, but I try to show the city of Marietta in a great light. But I had to come today.
That's crazy.
You should be able to have a Starlink, like you have an AT&T or T-Mobile, Verizon, or whatever. You should you could have a account with Starlink that works with your Starlink antenna at home with free Wi-Fi as well as on your phone, and it would be a comprehensive solution for high bandwidth at home and for high bandwidth direct to cell.
This the Sky Pie right here, y'all. This out here in Vegas. That's the Las Vegas Metro PD. That's they Sky Pie where they launch their drones out now. Now they be sending the drones out like when they get a call and there's something going on, a crime. So I don't know exactly what cause that they send it out for, but I guess if it's like a serious or something going on, they send the drone out. And the drone come, getting all the footage, surveilling the area, and stay there until the police show up.
3 patients are dead because a surgeon faked their medical records. That is the report. Put it up full mass. Damn shame. John Stevenson Bynum Jr., a Houston doctor, has been indicted on charges of falsifying medical records for 5 patients, making them ineligible to receive a liver transplant that they needed. Federal prosecutors announced this month. 3 patients have already died as a result of this falsification.
Damn.
So Dr. Bynum was indicted by a grand jury in Houston last month on 5 counts of false statements relating to healthcare matters. Bynum is accused of making false statements in his role as director of abdominal organ transplantation and surgical director for liver transplantation at Memorial Hermann Health System in Houston.
Wow.
The indictment alleges Bynum changed the records of 5 patients from March 2023 to March 2024. 1 patient was ineligible to receive a donor organ offer for approximately 149 days because of this change and died in 2024.
So he was changing the records of people that needed organ transplants and making it seem like they wasn't eligible, saying they was ineligible when they was eligible for the transplant, and making them wait longer in results of them losing their life. A fucking doctor. And this the world we living in. Like, you can't, like, the hospitals, the doctors, like these motherfuckers, man. It's a lot of evil people out here. Like how can you sleep at night knowing you're doing shit like this and people losing their lives? It's crazy.
Under Dr. Bynum's care. That's according to the indictment. Another patient became ineligible to receive a donor organ offer for approximately 69 days and died December 2023 during a surgery to receive a new liver. A third patient who required an urgent liver transplantation died December 2023, 2 days after Bynum allegedly entered false donor matching criteria for the patient that severely restricted or made the patient functionally ineligible to receive a life-saving donor organ offer.
That's crazy.
That's according to the indictment. 2 other patients received successful liver transplants after going to other hospitals and getting a second opinion.
Wow.
Always get a second opinion. Patients, their families, and other members of their medical care team were unaware that the doctor allegedly made false statements in their medical records according to court documents. Quote, Dr. Bynum is alleged to have betrayed the most sacred duty of a medical professional, to heal. That's what the U.S. attorney said in a statement. Quote, he stole years and hope from those who trusted him most by falsifying records and preventing patients from receiving organ transplants. The family of several patients who died while waiting for liver transplants have sued Biden in Houston civil court.
That's cold-blooded, man.
Wanting to know if their loved ones were denied liver transplants due to Biden's actions. The lawsuits remain pending. I expect more to come out of that. Sammy Khalil, Dr. Biden's attorney.
The first known man to have sold his soul goes by the name.
Man, that is so cold-blooded, man. That is fucked up. It's a bad habit. What's good, fam? Is that the same one that they just talked about in Marietta? You down in Marietta? Or you somewhere else? Oh, yep. Cobb County, man. Cobb County is crazy. I used to stay in Cobb County, man. And you know what they told me what it stood for when I moved down there? A dude at the gas station told me this. He was like, "Where you from?" Like, "I'm from Michigan and everything." And he like, "Man, you know what they say Cobb stand for?" And I was like, "What?" And this was a long time ago, too. And he was a white dude, too. He was like, "Come on, black boy." I'm like, man, this shit crazy. That's when I first realized, I'm like, oh, yeah, I done signed this damn lease out here. I got to get away from out here. Then I start hearing all the stories when I'm going out, people talking in Atlanta and everything. They're like, man, don't move out to Cobb County. Like, this shit crazy.
Of Robert Johnson. Let's talk about him. Now, Robert Johnson was a known American blues musician and songwriter, and he was born in 1911 in Mississippi, and boy, does he have a story. Now, Robert was very mediocre. I'm talking about really not good at all, and several people stated that. He even knew that. So what he did was he took his guitar to the crossroads somewhere outside of Clarksdale near where he lived. He gave it to a man that he met at the crossroads, and he claimed that he sold his soul to the devil that night.
Oh, this the dude they was talking about in what's that movie, man? Boss Lady, Angela the Doll is in the building. What's up, Boss Lady? What's the movie we just watched, man? Y'all know, man. With Michael B. Jordan and all them. Sinners. Remember in Sinners? The dude, I think they was talking about this dude right here.
He gave the man his guitar. The man tuned his guitar and handed it back to Robert. And after that, Robert was literally extraordinary. People stated like when he left, he was not good. But when he came back, he was one of the most known musicians in history. People would literally travel from everywhere just to hear this man play the guitar. Now, how you go from this mid guitar player to one of the best known? But the part that gets me is he went to the crossroads, and Papa Legba guards the crossroads. And Papa Legba is indeed not the devil. Now, many people believe that he was encountered with Papa Legba because he is who sits and guards the crossroads. But Papa also is who you have to go through to get to the other deities. But I just want y'all to know that he is not the devil. I don't know if that's who people are trying to like say that is the devil, but Papa Legba is not the devil. But whatever he did and whoever he encountered with, it helped him. And he was extremely open about it. He even made several popular songs talking about his experience at the crossroads. One goes by the name of Crossroad Blues, where he says, "I went down to the crossroads and fell down on my knees." Another one of his popular songs is Hellhound on My Trail. They even featured him in a lot of different movies like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It talks about him, and he even talks about how he sold his soul and he was just so here for it. They even talked about him a little bit on the show Supernatural. And you have several people that have literally traveled or passed by and took pictures and stopped to see the crossroads where he allegedly went to sell his soul. Now, sadly, he died at the age of 27, which a lot of people believe it was a part of like the huge 27 club or whatever you want to call it, which is basically this pretty much like a group of known celebrities that died at the age of 27, and people believe it's because of them selling their souls. Now, do I believe he was the first? Absolutely not. But I do believe he was probably like one of the first like people that was open about it, you know. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think he encountered with Papa or what?
That's crazy right there. Now, that's a story right there. Big Ant. Much love, fam. Appreciate that super chat, man. That's big love right there. My dog, Big Ant, always showing love. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's a bad habit. You said you're in Smyrna. That's why you used to stay in Smyrna, yup. On Cumberland Parkway, man. That's it, too. Crazy, crazy, for real, man. That's a crazy story, man. I'm pretty sure that been happening to a lot of people. A lot of these people be horrible and then sell their souls and then end up becoming stars and being good and everything. Probably with athletes too, all across the board. I definitely believe like those type of stories be happening for real.
My fundamental view is that AI has been on an exponential for the last 10 years, and as part of a sort of Moore's law for intelligence, and that we are now well advanced on that curve, and there are only a small number of years for AI models surpassing the cognitive capabilities of most humans for most things. We're increasingly close to what I've called a country of geniuses in a data center, a set of AI agents that are more capable than most humans at most things and can coordinate at superhuman speed. That level of capability is something the world has never seen before and brings a very wide range of both opportunities and concerns for humanity. On the positive side, we have the potential to cure diseases that have been incurable for thousands of years, to radically improve human health, and to lift billions out of poverty, including the global south, and create a better world for everyone. On the side of risks, I'm concerned about the autonomous behavior of AI models, their potential for misuse by individuals and governments, and their potential for economic displacement. India has an absolutely central role to play in these questions and challenges, both on the side of the opportunities and on the side of the risks.
That's crazy.
So humans won't need to work. We're going to get to a place where food, shelter, and transportation is pretty much free. They won't need to work. Everything will just be done. The cost of everything goes to almost free because the robots can build stuff. And when people are like, oh, that's scary, it's happening today. They call them the 3Ds, the dirty, dull, and dangerous jobs. There's robots in UPS stores and BMW plants currently building cars, moving packages around because humans didn't want to do that job. I really think there's a world where we may not have to work anymore. In the future, you will wake up and have to confront the really big question of what am I doing here?
AI is by far the most important and dramatic technology innovation of our lifetimes. It's not even close. And we're really struggling to figure out what it's going to do to society. I hear people say, well, of course, the Industrial Revolution was tremendously beneficial to human productivity and humankind. But we had 200 years to adjust to the Industrial Revolution, to figure out what are the right things to teach in colleges or schools, and for society to adjust. This is a revolution that's happening in a decade.
Right.
We've never seen anything like that. And I think the next 10 years are therefore the hardest to predict of anything I've ever seen in my lifetime. How is society going to respond to what is certainly the case, that huge numbers of jobs are going to be replaceable by AI? How will society try to adjust to something this profound that comes this quickly? It is an incredibly difficult question or set of questions to answer.
This shit crazy because it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because like if we did show resistance against the AI, it's like we slowing up and stopping the release of like technology, basically advanced technology. Like we want it to be slow. Like, no, don't give it to us in our lifetime. Introduce it in the next lifetime. But and then on another hand, we like, oh yeah, y'all not giving us all the technology. Y'all trying to hold back. Like we want it, give it to us. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know, man. We just in some weird times right now, man. It's like we in a crazy spot right now in life, and like time and where we at right now with everything. It's just a weird it's like a weird transition spot. It's like it's transitioning over into something else, but we really don't know what it's finna really be. Like, it's crazy, man. For real. That is crazy, man. Salute to everybody in the chat door, everybody who tapped in. Stay on wave, take it day by day. Protect your peace watching these videos, y'all. Keep that love around, keep that energy around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. With all this crazy stuff going on, for real. Everything, all this crazy stuff going on, we will win. Salute to everybody, man. Content management moderators, everybody in the chat. Appreciate the super chats, man. Appreciate all y'all, man, tapping in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. This your boy Thal. FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all real soon. Peace.
FamOver.